last time on A City in the Dark.
Do we have everyone? Where's Gloria?
She is like panicking, like she can't really move her arms that well to swim.
Is there a way for fish to give mouth to mouth underwater?
You know what? Yes, there is.
What have you done? Did you tell anyone about this horrible thing that you have made?
You don't know anything. You don't know the sacrifice that all of us have to been through.
As if you think that I haven't sacrificed everything as well. I will have none of this. I'm done. I am done.
The cliff collapses into the water. The king is dead. The king is dead.
This has gotten entirely too political for me. I take a part of the machine with me, one of the more valuable parts of the machine.
You did give Junior the cube and the journal, yes?
Yeah. Dang, that really complicates this, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's very significantly, actually. Olmar and Junior. The door opens, and then through walks the holy commander of the king's forces.
Oh, shit.
You boys have certainly been busy tonight, huh?
It wasn't my fault, it was all their idea.
Okay, perfect. And any other terms?
Full pardon for me and my friend and all my things.
No. And he cuts your pinky off. Bang! Your ring finger. Boom! The middle finger. And he turns and then swings and takes your last finger, Olmar.
Send this boy to the gallows, for I do not have anything to do with him.
Standing now in the room, is Skinny. Where did I go so wrong with you, boy? Did you decide that you were done being some kind of good kid?
You know, you aren't my father.
Who were you working with, Junior?
His name is Esprit. He's trying to build a cure for the virus that's causing all of the body.
I don't care about a cure. I'm trying to find out how the king died, Junior. They're holding your mother, Junior, on her knees. He takes the sword over his head and he swings down.
Oh my!
In one fell swoop. Her head rolls. Olmar, anything that you would like to offer?
One of the people that helped us was a woman by the name of Darlene.
Wonderful. See how much easier this could have been, Junior. Caelrin, you pop awake. Gloria is like panicking. And Junior and Olmar, you wake up as there's water pouring into the room and slowly rising. Caelrin, you fell asleep inside the headquarters of the Flames Hope of the barn that was out back, and then you are awoken by Gloria grabbing you kind of on the chest and trying to like shake you awake in a panic. Caelrin, we need to get out of here. The barn, it's on fire. And as you come to and you kind of find yourself awaking, you can see Darlene trying to wheel Charles out of the building as they kind of are grabbing plans and things and trying to make their way.
What do you mean the building's on fire? What?
It's I don't know. We don't really know how it started, but we'll figure that out later. We need to get out of here. We don't want anyone to get hurt.
Okay. Can I like?
And of course, you can see around yourself. The building is most certainly on fire.
Sure. Can I, like, try and go talk to Darlene and Charles and see if they know any more of what's going on?
You can see Charles is he's reaching back like, no, Darlene, we need these things, as he's trying to like grab things off the table, and Darlene is kind of just like trying to push him past the table and get them out of the building.
I'm probably saying like, what's going on, guys? What's happening?
We don't know. It's just we awoke and there's the building is. We just need to get out of here right now. Well, just grab some of these papers here. As Charles is kind of pointing on the table.
Can I grab the papers?
Most certainly, you can scoop up a big handful of papers that are sitting on the table.
I guess put those papers in like a backpack or something.
Yeah, you can put them in your bag. That's fine.
So the doors on the backside are on fire, though?
Behind you guys, where you came from, it's most certainly on fire. In front of you, where the doors are, not yet caught on fire.
Is there any other door that's not on fire, or is it just the front door?
The flame's most certainly creeping its way over to where Esprit's room was with the machine.
Interesting.
It's probably... You could go in, but it would be dangerous to head that way.
Yeah, I think I'm just sticking with Darlene and Charles headed toward the front door.
Most certainly, then. Are you opening the double barn doors as you make your way to it?
Have a perception check to see if I can tell anything's on the outside or anything like that? Or
Go ahead, yeah, give me your roll.
23.
Yeah, you can tell that there is armor kind of clinking outside, and you can hear kind of a voice of stand ready, boys.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try and warn Darlene and Charles that, hey guys,
Okay.
I think there's some guards outside.
I
hear
God.
armor clinking.
I certainly hope not. I don't think that we can make it to the back entrance to get out of here anymore.
That's what I hear. I don't know if you guys have any other ways out. You guys have been in this barn for a lot longer than I have, so...
Both these entrances lead out the front door. This one and the one from the side room. The only back entrance seems to... And Charles kind of, tries to turn the wheels to turn and look, and I don't think that there's going backwards at this point.
Well, I don't know what to do then. I mean, it looks like either we stay in here or burn, or we go outside and get confronted by guards.
Then I guess we go outside and face the music.
Oh.
And Charles then will reach up and kind of push the door forward. And yeah, as you look outside, you can see a row of guards standing there. In the center, a man that you would recognize from, I believe you went to the Day of Sorrow, the pre-event with the Grand Raid, correct? Yeah, you would recognize this man as the person that introduced the priests in the center with this great armor on. And a large scar across his face.
How many guards are there?
There's probably, there's enough to where it's 2 rows thick, circling semicircling the building.
Oh boy, that's a lot of guards.
So you're telling me there's a way out?
The war warden steps forward and halt. By order of the king, you are being prosecuted for your crimes against the city. Come now with us in peace, or have your lives ended here before you get a fair chance to speak your piece. And Charles will kind of, we will come freely, but, and he looks to you, Caelrin, and he kind of, Caelrin, I need you to listen to me. You have the opportunity to get out of here, but if you have any hope of finding Junior and Olmar, find Rate Roquefort.
Well, I can't just leave you guys here to die.
You must go, and he kind of pushes you away from him. We will be just fine. We knew this was our fate. Go, Caelrin. This is not yours.
I guess I'm gonna fly away.
Yeah. As you fly away, you can hear Warden Valor as he kind of stop. Hit that. Take that bird down from the sky. Do not let it get away. And I'm gonna say there will be 3 attacks sent your way.
Oh boy.
We'll see if any hit.
Whoa.
As you fly away, 3 arrows just kind of woof, 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 as they go sailing by you, and you're able to get away before they can reload and fire again.
Huge.
And we'll leave you there for the time being. Esprit, you wake up to a sound in the street. Somebody standing outside with a handbell, kind of ringing it away pretty wildly as you hear the noise coming through the window of the inn. The king is dead! The king is dead! Ding ding, ring ding ding ding. And you kind of find yourself, it kind of slowly at first, and then you kind of all at once come to of what did I hear? A woman in the bed next to you, and after a moment of collecting yourself, an intense pain in your head after a long night.
Yeah, I look over to the woman as she's sleeping. I nudge her. I'm like, please leave.
she's still just laying there for a moment.
Please.
Unmoving. And she kind of, fine. And she gets up and she kind of finds her robe in the corner as she kind of rubs the crust from her eyes, and she turns back and you have a good day, Esprit. It's a pleasure as always.
I'm like up and I'm like kind of pushing her out of the room, like opening the door for her.
Yeah. She's like, okay, as you kind of push her out the door.
Okay, I close the door and I take a deep breath, try and concentrate. And then I go to look for the items I was given by the old man in the beginning, which are the journal and the cube.
Yeah, I mean, you already know the fate of the journal and the cube, having been left with Junior.
Definitely fear arises immediately that I don't have it, but in its stead, I pull out the journal that we found in the palace.
Yeah.
And I want to take a look at it real quick because I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
Yeah, I mean, you're certainly, as you open it, it kicks up almost as much dust as you saw in the castle itself. And
Maybe
yeah,
the cover a little stain from when I tried to stain the wood.
No, the journal was already up and out of the floor by that point, so you're good there.
Okay, I
Well,
give
I would
it a
say
read.
maybe a handprint of stain from when you grabbed the book again after trying to stain the floor.
Oh, great, it's got my fingerprint.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I am very intrigued by what I read, but then I realize like what a hot item this is that I'm holding. So I'm gonna put it in my pouch and I'm gonna go out into the street.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to, and you make your way down the stairs or say the inn, and the innkeeper, oh, Esprit, you have a great day, as you kind of storm on out, and
I kind of wave.
as you get out into the street, you can see the person as they kind of wander down the street with the bell, and you can hear them. The king is dead. The king is dead. The prosecution in town center today at high noon. The king is dead. As they kind of go down the streets, speaking the same thing over and over again.
Trying to figure out what my character would do here, and I'm trying to give an answer that's not run away from the city. Let me say I'm gonna head back to Gloria's Tavern.
You're able to make your way over to the tavern itself, but as you make your way there, you can see coming from the build, pretty much, as you slowly are approaching across town, a big plume of black smoke going into the sky. Of every step you take closer, it seems to be even more and more been coming from the barn, or the bar itself, I should say.
Yeah, do I see anyone I recognize?
Yeah, when you make your way to the bar, you can see the bar itself isn't burned down, but something behind it most certainly is. What would seem to be the barn if you had to take a guess from this side of the building.
Okay, I'd like to quietly take a look and see if
if you remember, there's you can walk around and there's a little alley that peeks into the backside. Is that where you're going to try and go before you get into the bar?
Yeah. But carefully.
Yeah, as you walk around to the backside, you can just see black charred remains that kind of still rest on the floor. But the building itself essentially entirely gone. But no one really seems to be standing around or caring that it even happened.
The building gone. The machine.
The building is gone. And that includes everything that was in the building.
Rubble. It's like rubble.
It is burnt rubble.
Okay, do I see remains of the machine, or is it buried, or is it?
Give me an investigation check. So you're saying you're making your way to the remains of the building?
Yeah, I'm trying not to be seen though.
Okay.
13.
Yeah, and then also give me a stealth check if you're trying not to be seen.
7.
Okay. As you're kind of piling your way through, you can kind of make your way to the spot I would say occasionally suffering the couple of like touch something of like jeez.
Sure.
You can make your way to the machine where it would have been, but you're able to kind of determine what should be a big pile of metal scraps isn't there. It's not here, but it doesn't look like it was burned down with the building. And as you kind of come to this conclusion, you can kind of hear from behind you, finding what you're looking for there, Esprit.
Yeah, I turn around.
Yeah, and you can see from the first day that you were there, the dwarf woman barkeep, who you and Junior and all of them had a battle with, trying to figure your way to get back to this bar. What feels like forever ago, but was truly only 2 weeks.
I go, what happened here?
The guards, they burned it down and used it to lure everybody outside, and they took them all prisoner. I imagine the trial that we're hearing so much about around town has something to do with them.
Who does he take?
Everyone that was there: Charles, Darlene, Gloria, Arcanist.
And what of my invention?
I don't know. I wouldn't dare peek my head out. I mean, there must have been 30 guards here ready to take them in. I guess like they killed the king.
Yeah, I imagine I've picked up a couple pieces of rubble here. When she says that, I just kind of toss it, and I go over to where she is, and I like sit up against the wall. And I'm like, so we are the lucky ones, huh?
I guess you could consider that yourself that. It's unfortunate to see such a good cause be burned away, I guess. I heard of what happened, and I know it didn't sit well with any of them, but I want you to know that they truly were good people that were trying to do the right thing.
So what is your plan now?
Well, I have a bar to run, and life will go on. I will watch my friends fall today at the gallows and try and forget that any of this ever happened.
As people are congregating for the trial, for the prosecution.
Yeah, I mean, you're certainly, I would say, now by about this time, getting pretty close to the beginning of the trial itself. And I would say, the barkeep even, are you going to make your way over and at least watch the closing of this chapter? I believe I'll be leaving in just a moment, if you'd like to join.
I don't know. I don't know if I should really be in the public eye right now. I'm not certain what to do next. But I understand why you would want to be at this prosecution. You say to close out this chapter. I never really saw the beginning of it, but this invention is my life. I suppose finding it is, or at least attempting to find it, is probably what my final chapter will be.
And what of your friends that you brought in? Won't they be there too?
My friends.
Yes, the boy and the devil.
Those are my friends. Sound like a pedophile.
The boy and the devil. Left and right shoulder.
For them, perhaps I can pop my head in. I don't really want to be around the crowd. Perhaps there's a building I can watch from. Do you know of something?
I know another bartender who probably has a room upstairs facing towards it that we could watch from, if that would make you feel better.
Yeah, let's start there. That's very kind of you.
And yeah, I would say you're able to walk your way there. And we'll go to Dia for the time being. Dia, as you come to, you actually are awakening to the sound of the church bells from the church that's just a few doors down, reminding you that today is the end of the week and the daily church going time.
I feel like my impulse would probably be like hearing that it reminds me, and I like probably nervously fiddle my finger again because I had a bad dream. That laughter in my voice, I'm a little frustrated waking up.
Yeah.
So I'd say I'd probably get up and just kind of dust myself off and go down to my bar because I gotta do inventory or whatever. I want to do something really briefly, and then I'm thinking I want to wander around the streets a little bit and just see how people are reacting.
Yeah, I would say as you kind of make your way out of your building, and kind of across over towards the bar, you pass by the front of the church as everyone's going in, and you can see the rate standing out front as she kind of. Oh, Dia, are you not coming in today?
Today? Why today?
Well, it's today. It's church starts in just a moment.
Right.
We saw you last week, of course. I figured that you were making a habit of it. I was hoping to be able to see you today. It would have been. I understand nonetheless.
No. I think you're right. Sure. What could hurt?
Great news. Great. Please come in. Take a seat.
I'm gonna go again and try and find the farthest seat I can.
Yeah, most certainly, and you're definitely able to. I would say you're probably even very close to the same seat that you sat in last time, of the very top level on very far to one of the sides. And yeah, as I would say most certainly another lengthy sermon of ranting and speaking, all on duty and what you can do for the city, and how in such a troubling time the city relies on each individual to be their best selves, and that if they all stand together, then they will stand strong. Once again, he kind of asks for everyone to come into a prayer, and I would say as that prayer starts to happen, before you even get the opportunity to act, with the same sense of you kind of blink, and that same blurriness from before that you experienced, and kind of an eerie silence as you hear from behind you once again. I'm disappointed, my child.
Disappointed?
Indeed. I thought I was giving you a gift so that you could instill the good that truly exists in your heart onto the others, and not use it as a selfish motive to make your way through this cruel world as you tend to claim it to be, as you seem to find it in your heart to be.
I guess if I had more clarity, I could understand what you want from me.
I could understand why gifting you the opportunity to try and do good with a community that seeks to try and better the city, the world itself, wouldn't be a very clear thing that I would be trying to lead you down the path of.
When have I been in a
I would see
community?
you assuming them to be some kind of odd job to ask for coin for at the end of the day, as though it was another night shift at the bar. Why that would be such a normalized thing to do for someone blessed by a goddess.
My whole life has been an odd job. I don't see why this chapter is much different.
This chapter is much different because you walk with my hand on your shoulder, with my ring around your finger, with the promise that you are here to do good.
Do good. Do good. How am I supposed to do good when all those in charge... You know what? No, I don't. Do I truly have you by my side?
I assure you, my child, I understand the path I ask you to walk is difficult indeed. I'm not saying that it is going to be easy to take the cruelness that you feel truly exists in the city, that comes only from your own heart, to put all that behind you, and to try and walk full light under a new path, under a new ideology. But I can promise you one thing. leaving someone to drown in the ocean wearing half a suit of armor, taking coin from a charitable organization trying to do good amongst the city. These are not actions of someone blessed by a goddess. These are not actions of someone who wishes to do good amongst the city. These are actions of someone who is still only out for herself, who's trying to find her way to make sure she makes it to the end. I can promise you something, my child. Acting like this, I will ensure personally that you do not make it to the end. Know that you walk with my blessing, and know that I am still here to guide you, to guide your hand, to try and lead you down the path of good. But you must be willing to walk away from that darkness that exists where you currently are, and go into that light.
What
I
if
leave
I
you with
could
the
get rid
opportunity
of the
to-
darkness?
You will be able to do that one day. But first, let us learn how to walk in the light first, then take the light to battle the darkness as our weapon. There is nothing that will come of fighting darkness from the dark. You will only create a bigger shadow cast upon the city.
Is this the part where you disappear again?
And before you even say that, she's gone, and you realized you spoke that sentence out into the church in a dead silent time, where everyone kind of began their prayer, and you just say, "Is this the part where you disappear again?"
I just kind of gather myself like nothing even happened.
Um,
Just fold my
yeah.
hands, keep going, look forward, nothing.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm probably a little embarrassed that they heard me talk out loud, so I kind of just want to stay low profile.
No problem. Yeah, as the prayer kind of finishes up, he kind of, the rate would speak up again, and now go, my brothers and sisters, together. Find and link arms with one another, stand strong as one unit, and cast out the darkness that exists in the city. Stand tall, be a light that stands against the shadow. And yeah, with that, he kind of dismisses everybody as you kind of walk outside. And yeah, as you walk outside, you can hear that bell, the same thing that Esprit was hearing earlier of, "The king is dead! The king is dead! The gallows they hang today at high noon! The king is dead!" As someone kind of makes their way down the street in front of you.
I think the next thing I would do is I would probably initially keep walking towards the bar, and then huffingly, upset about it, almost like turn around. Like, I'm gonna go head towards Esprit's apartment and see if he has any wise ideas on how he's gonna approach the whole gallows sitch.
As you kind of make your way, you kind of quickly remember and realize that Esprit's apartment actually was burned down.
I did not remember
Oh,
that.
shit.
I don't remember that either. I
I
don't remember that either.
He doesn't remember his own apartment burning down.
Maybe I wrote this and we never came back to realize that the apartment had been burned down yet.
So I'm finding out the
Then
apartment's been
you're
burned
finding
down.
out that the apartment's been burned down. Yeah. The apartment's been burned down. By the way.
Oh man!
I forgot
any
Esprit
of the
went and
birds
lived
still in it?
at the barn for 2 weeks, so he didn't go back to find out. Are any of the
Sounds
birds
about
still
right.
there? I mean, you're more than welcome to go and look through the rubble. There's plenty of black charred bird cages that are closed.
I guess like an internal part of me was like, this way I first encountered the owl. Like almost like a wondering if it were there among the pigeons or whatever I found last time. Okay.
You could give me a perception check.
23?
20? Okay. Yeah, this works. You most certainly can spot an owl that is flying around in the sky with a nat 20.
Heck yeah.
Let's ask, Caelrin, where are you heading after the barn you're sent away?
Well, I think I was gonna try and find an area that I could observe what happens if possible, and if that's not possible, then I think I was gonna go to probably head to the bar where Dia works.
Where Dia works? Then this works perfectly. Yeah, you can see the owl that as it's flying to the bar. Caelrin, I would say watching. Yeah, you're more than welcome to stay back and observe what happened. But
Okay.
you pretty much watch them all get arrested and then like walked to the jail if you follow them that far.
None of them are executed immediately, though.
They're not
That's
executed
okay.
immediately, no.
Got it.
As you kind of fly back and you kind of land on the bar, you can hear the people walking the street saying the king is dead and that there is a prosecution today at high noon. Dia, are you heading back to the bar then to try and catch up with Caelrin?
I'm not pleased, but yes.
No problem. You're more than welcome to head back to the bar to catch
Like,
up
my
with
character
Caelrin.
would just be like, are you kidding me? And then I huff on over and I walk there.
Yeah. No problem.
So, yes.
Caelrin, are you just waiting outside the bar then for Dia to arrive?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like, I mean, I would probably check inside and see if she's inside, but
Sure. You're more than welcome to kind of try and check inside, but I would say when you don't see her and you kind of make your way back towards the front, you do see Dia as she's kind of strolling up the block to the bar.
I'm gonna open the door, like unlock it, and hold it open for a second for him to, if he wants to fly in. I guess. Well, this way?
I guess I'll follow. I don't know any. I don't feel like I know where this door leads. So,
Well, it probably
I'm
leads
opening the
to
bar door.
inside the bar.
well, okay, but yeah, sure, I'll follow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would say you both head into a very dark. The shutters are closed and a very dark bar floor room. No one is here.
Okay. I'll probably. Well, I guess I'll go. Where'd you go? We had some serious problems this morning. And you were just not here.
Well, where? What you mean at
Well,
the inn?
at the barn. The barn got burned down, and like all of our friends got captured. I was the only one that made it out.
All of our friends, like Gloria?
Yeah, her. Yeah, Charles. Yeah, Darlene. They all got captured. All I got was some papers, and Charles said to talk to some guy. I don't. And apparently, there's like a trial going on. I don't know what to do.
Okay. Talk to some guy. Who?
Some rate. I think it was like, I don't know. It sounded like some type of cheese, like a
It wasn't. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Roquefort or something like that.
You wouldn't know it was cheese, by the way. That's just the names of these people.
Man,
Some big
okay.
cheese, like it's like a top level type of guy. Yeah,
Let's see.
that kind of cheese, like the top cheese.
The top cheese.
Would I recognize this name at all?
You 100% know Rate Roquefort because he just talked to you this morning.
Okay, I was kind of wondering that. Okay.
Oh.
Nice. Yeah.
So, well, do you want
Is
to go
he-
down
is he
there,
someone
or
we
do
can
you want to
talk
go
to?
find
I-
anyone else who survived? Was Esprit at the hotel with you,
No,
or did he get captured
I
too?
have no idea where that guy is.
Did he get captured too?
I have no idea. I've been flying around ever since the barn burned down. I haven't seen a whole lot else. He wasn't at the barn.
He wasn't captured at the barn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, down to the church then, I guess.
And as you step outside, it's very clear and easy to notice that the streets are kind of starting to get very barren as it's starting to get very close to high noon.
Oh boy.
We might not have a chance for chatting.
We should probably head over towards this trial thing, but if it's close to happening, I don't
All
know if we have time to talk to that guy.
Okay. Lead the way.
Let's go over now to Junior and Olmar.
What's up?
This
Yo.
You
is-
guys recall you had a quite long day that was capped off with Olmar giving away information, and you both awoke to water beginning to fill the room
Oh, I
itself,
forgot about
as it was
this.
now about an inch deep. Olmar, you probably would notice first.
Do I notice where the water is coming in from?
It seems to just be in the room. There's not like a destination that it's coming from, but it is filling the room.
Can I search around? Like, is it coming from under the door? Or is it just spawning in, or?
It's kind of there's no clear sign of where the source of this water is, but the room is
Okay,
most certainly filling.
Um,
And you can see Junior is still sleeping just as soundly as you left him, as you've been trying to drift in and out of sleep through your horrible dreams.
perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that guy kind of lay there for a second. There's no need to
No
wake him just
problem.
yet.
Okay.
And can I like open the peephole on the door, or is that kind of like one way?
Give me a strength check.
I got a 15.
I would say you're kind of able to like really press against it, and you're able to slide it like 2 inches open.
Perfect. Am I able to see through that and see if there's water coming in from like, or like water on the other side?
You can see in, and it's just it's a barren dirt tunnel that you can look down into.
A dirt tunnel, but there's no water on the other
It's probably
side?
stone. No, there's no water on the other side, but it's probably actually a stone tunnel, very similar to the room that you guys are in, the same type of stone.
All right, then how long would you say? How fast is it rushing in? Like, how long do we got?
It's probably since you've awoken. It's probably at about. It's probably about half a foot now, and I would say, Junior, you most certainly are kind of like, what the hell is going? As it's like waking you up.
Esprit, what the frick did you do?
What are you talking about? What?
I go to bed, it's as dry as a bone in here. I wake up, and we got 1.5 feet of water.
Doesn't even
What?
know.
I mean, I knew you were a bedwetter, but this is just excessive.
By the way, Junior told me he was going to take a vow of silence.
I forgot about that.
So many things are wrong so instantly. He's played for 8 seconds. By the way, Olmar is the one that's in the room with you, not Esprit.
Oh, that's my bad. Alright, scratch that from the record. I maintain my vow of silence.
It's on the record, by the way.
It's
I would
literally
say you're
being
more than
recorded.
welcome to kind of finish that in your sleepy grog, and then kind of like, as you come to, you're like, oh, what?
Okay.
You're more than welcome to not say anything from here on out now.
Okay.
Alright.
I said that half asleep, like, kind of slurring it.
Alright, can I use shit, what's it called? Thaumaturgy to like Thaumaturgy. Can I use that to yell at Junior and say, my fucking name is Olmar?
You're more than welcome to say that.
I just kind of grunt back at him.
Yeah, okay. I would say the water now has gotten to about 1 foot high.
Junior.
And it's rising pretty quick.
Alright. Junior, we gotta get out of here somehow. Clearly the water is coming up quicker than expected, and I was able to slide open the little peephole door. There didn't seem to be anyone around, and there's no water on the other side, so we have to get out of here quickly. Well, gosh, Omar, I should rage to get out of here.
He's staying silent and he's nodding.
Cameron, when I like look around the room, do I notice anything like where the water's coming from, or
Oh my god, there's no
anything I can use against a door?
The torch. You could potentially use the torch.
So I hop out of bed, I walk over, and I look through the peephole that Omar opened.
Olmar, that's an L.
Sure.
It's his character's accent.
Oh.
And thank you, Matt. I try to open it more. Do I open it at all?
I give you a strength check. And you know what? You can do it with advantage, since you are going to try and... You can use the torch to try and pry the slot open.
Ooh, that was a 19 plus 5.
Yeah, I would say you're kind of... At first, you're like, kind of jamming it in, it's not really working, and then it kind of gives, and you're kind of able to like... And you can use it to like leverage the slot, and it doesn't open, but instead what happens is you kind of pop it off. And so now the eye slit's open.
Cool. How big is this eye slit? Is it like the size of my head, or like...
It's about the size of glasses.
Okay, that's pretty small.
Yeah, it is.
You got anything? Otherwise, I got something.
Hearing that, I just step aside and kind of like gesture to the door.
Okay. Can I use Firebolt against the door?
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah, I hurl a mote of fire at a creature or an object within range.
Well, go
Yeah,
ahead
I moved around him to get out of the way of the door.
go ahead and give me a luck check, and then we'll decide how this goes. It's a D100. And just tell me what the number is. He got a 7, so there's not a lot to do here besides. Yeah, so you go ahead, Olmar. Tell me what it looks like when you shoot this firebolt at the door.
I was kind of unlucky, so we're dealing with a metal door here.
Yeah.
And what happens is I kind of like hurl my mote of fire at the door.
Okay.
And then you can get a little creative with what happens with the door, but I'm guessing it kind of like bounces off the door and kind of the wall, and then kind of spreads out kind of along the wall.
Yeah, I would say when you shoot it and it kind of hits and it blows so hard into the rest of the room, it kind of blows all this air back onto you guys, and the torch the Junior was holding like whooshes out when you do that. And now you're kind of standing there in darkness. Well, not total darkness, but just this light beaming in from this little eye slit. As the water's definitely rising, you're probably at about stomach high right now.
So
Alright.
I then march over to the door, and I do kind of like a backwards like kick. Like, I don't know, can I demonstrate this? Is my camera big enough? Or like,
Okay.
Demonstrate it.
I like, if the door's back here, I just like boom with my leg.
So I want to clarify, Junior.
Donkey
The water is like this high on you. So your leg is underwater trying to kick it open.
Yeah,
Please, for
So
the
it's
love
like
of
you're
God,
moving through slow motion,
yeah.
trying to...
I'm gonna fucking die in this hole with Junior.
But he's super strong.
Junior, as you're kind of like, you're very slowly, but like it's kind of gracing, kicking, as the water kind of reaches the like slit eye level on this, you can see it kind of pouring out of the slit. And, you know, as you're kind of, you hit it one time, and you feel the door, like you like kind of barely hit it, but then it's like the door leaves away from your foot as the water rushes out, and you can see the sunlight beaming like over your shoulders and behind you, and all the water just sucks out into the hallway.
Holy
Nice.
shit, he opened the door? Okay.
Yeah, and as you kind of come to, you know, your eyes adjust to the light, and you can see standing there is a guard holding the door open, and the war warden standing there, like, good morning, boys. I hope you liked your shower.
It was a bit more like a bubble bath than a shower, I would say.
Kind of more like a stew.
A stew.
I'm glad that your humor is still intact, unlike your hand, Olmar.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Well, boys, I have some good news. We were able to use that information that you gave us, and we found all of your friends, which was fantastic. I really appreciate what you were able to do for us. Now, there is one question that I do have, Junior, you especially. just what were you doing with that book and that cube in your bag?
I just kind of shrug at him.
Hmm. No answers.
Oh no.
Olmar, do you have anything that you would like to remind your friend Junior about on why he should answer our questions? It seems to go better for all of us, I think.
Junior, I don't know what he's talking about. I know you took this silence nonsense in the cell, but
Oh, is he upset about his mom? Because
The moment
he
they
didn't
say
do
that,
it.
I just turn around and I just go back into the cell and I just kind of like sit in the corner.
Oh, isn't he cute? What about you, Olmar? I could grab the table again if that would jog your memory a little bit.
sir, I honestly have no idea.
Oh no.
Of course. I mean, it's every day, of course, that random people break into the king's castle and then crumble the entire castle into the water and do it all while carrying a holy artifact that hasn't been seen since the days of sorrow and the march into the swamp 200 years ago. It happens all the time. Every year someone does it.
Hold on, let me write this down. Crazy lore.
Listen, I understand. It's been a long night. Maybe I have an event that would help jog your memories a little better. Let's take a walk, why don't we? Guards, if you could please. And you can see as the guards kind of hustle over to your mother's headless body, as Junior, and they kind of grab it, two of them, and then they kind of start hustling down the hall. And the war warden kind of looks around and Junior, do you think you could do me a favor and grab her head for me, please?
All right, that makes me rage. I completely just go straight for the jugular and just punch him right in the throat.
Are you raging first?
Yeah,
Okay.
like that comment just pisses me off.
Go ahead and roll initiative, please, then.
Oh, that's a 1. That did not work.
Oh no.
Okay, so yeah, I would say you go ahead and do your rage and do your wild surge roll, please.
I rolled a 5.
Okay,
whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution.
You are going to have to beat a strength check a couple different times here to avoid being grappled when you rage. So go ahead and give me 5 strength checks.
5?
5 strength checks. Yep.
5 big boobs.
So that's a 10er.
Okay, 10. Next one.
A 20, not a nat 20. 15
Okay,
plus 5.
next one.
That's an 8.
Okay,
Total.
next one.
14 plus 5, so that's a 19.
Okay.
And we got a 1.
Okay. So you go to rage and you kind of give out a scream, and they can kind of see that something has changed, and 5 guards all like leap to jump on you essentially, as the war warden kind of draws his sword and shield, and then a couple of them are able to kind of grab you and hold you in place, and they kind of lock you down there. What would you like to do, Junior, as you are being grappled right now by a couple different guards?
Hold on. Before that happens, is there anyone looking at me?
You're more than welcome, Olmar, to also roll initiative.
No. Is anyone looking at me?
Looking at you, like to try and attack you?
No. Are they just like, I might be in the room, or is anyone looking at me, or is all the attention
No,
drawn on
all the attention's on Junior right now.
Yo, Can I do a disguise self?
Okay. Roll for disguise self. Wow. Yeah. How about this? Give me a stealth check
Nat 20.
with disadvantage.
Oh!
With disadvantage? Alright,
With disadvantage for sure.
24.
Alright, I'll roll one more time.
You got a 24 though.
25!
Wait, you got 25!
Where did Olmar go?
Cinema!
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. Everyone's not going to notice, except for War Warden, who's gonna have an opportunity to make an investigation check against you. What is your spell save DC, Olmar?
13.
13. Heard. If we beat a 13, then we're chilling. He will realize that you are Olmar still and see through your disguise. Here goes the roll.
We're so back.
Okay.
Cinema.
This was the plan from the beginning. We needed a
Olmar, what are you going to do with this disguised self now that you've kind of made your way to somehow manage to hide yourself in this process?
I'm guessing we're in like a hallway because we've tumbled out of the room and all the guards and everyone is focused on Junior. I want to take a second after disguising myself to kind of look around what's going on. I'm guessing there's commotion in the hallway. What can I do? What do I see?
It is the 5 people piled on Junior. The War Warden is standing in the hallway, sword and shield drawn, and you are standing there just looking at everyone in your disguise. Further
All right,
back in the hallway is hard to really see that deep, but it is stone walling, and torches that go a distance until a turn.
Sir, shall I get more men?
Give me a persuasion check.
Or performance.
Or performance.
Persuasion is better. 13.
No! Get on him! Stop him!
Then we're hopping on the dog pile.
Okay! Yeah, you can hop in the dog pile, that's fine. Junior, what are you doing?
Do I have any limbs that are like free and movable in any way?
You could make a strength check again to try and free yourself.
15.
That's gonna be tough to beat all the guards again.
Plus Olmar.
What would you like to do, Junior? Kind of being just pinned down.
I'm upset. Like I'm not in control.
You're just gonna keep fighting them for the full minute.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. You can give me a new strength check. Give me 3 more new strength checks with advantage, and we'll see if
3 more big boons. Here we go.
Okay, here's the first one. We got a 15 for the first roll.
Okay.
We got an 11 for the second, so 15.
Okay, so first one, no success. Second one, I can already tell you, you didn't succeed. 2 of the guards rolled a nat 20. So go straight to the third.
Dude, and an 18 plus 5, which is 23.
Okay, Junior. The guards were getting real tired. I swear to God. You beat them. You tied them with the 23, but tie goes to the player. Which means
Oh my god.
after struggling and holding you down, including Olmar in the mess, which I'm assuming, Olmar, you weren't really holding him down, no?
No.
Or were you
It's
trying to
kinda
hold
like
him down?
I'm
You're
definitely
like, yeah, go guys, hold them. You are, in fact, able to free yourself from all of the guards, okay? But
Cool.
in seeing this, the War Warden will slam the door shut and lock it with you and all of the guards in there.
Alright, so it's a fight to the death. I got this.
Okay. Go ahead, Junior.
Hold on.
Start fighting 6
Hold on,
guards
hold on.
alone.
How stealthily can I like cast a spell?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. All right, here we go.
Sleight of hand check.
23.
3x stealthily.
I'd like to cast Entangle in the room, apart from myself and Junior.
You're going to try and restrain all of them.
Yes.
Okay. What is the DC that they all need to beat?
13.
Okay, you're not gonna like this, but they all beat the DC. I will send a screenshot. Here, ready?
What?
These guards are correct.
That's so dumb. All right.
And the guards are gonna kind of stop, surrender. What is this? Stop it now, surrender. As they all kind of look at you, Junior.
Dude, I'm swinging.
This is not how I planned for this to go.
I'm in a rage. I'm not like I can't think clearly. I'm just throwing hands. That's the point.
Go ahead, Junior. Swing away, brother.
So I would like to note that I have some control, and my main goal here is to just strip a weapon from at least one of them that I can use as step one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're gonna ready themselves. So if you start to be aggressive instead of passive, they are all going to essentially swing at you at pretty much the same time.
That's fine. I got a human shield called Olmar.
Olmar is a guard right
No.
now.
I'm
All
off somewhat in the corner behind these 5.
Go ahead, Junior. What are you gonna go for?
Well, I got a 1, so I'm really hoping for some nat 20s, and it's not happening, guys.
Wow. Junior, are you going to punch the first guard or try and disarm the first guard?
I'm trying to disarm the first guard.
Hold on.
Okay, here's what you can roll between, Junior. Give me a d20 if it is or any dice. If it's even, you fall on the blade. If it's odd, you just full trip and fall face first right in front of all of them, trying to essentially getting caught in the own entangle.
That's an even.
You rolled an even one? Okay. So I think that was fall on a blade.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you certainly fall on a blade, Tony. Which is problematic, because it means every guard is gonna auto-land all of their next hits.
Darn.
Okay, so you take 5 damage and fall on the ground. Oh, here we go, Tony. 3 swings at Tony. Oh my god. So they all essentially at the same time swing down on you. Between maces and swords, you're stabbed and hit hard by maces, and you take 24 more damage from all the guards swinging at the same time, except for Olmar. And they all are going to stand there and say, surrender again. What would you like to do? Oh, it's halved, actually. All that damage was half, so you only took 15 damage because you're raged. I guess, Olmar, it's your turn first. Are you doing anything?
Yeah, we're gonna swing at Junior purely because he did absolutely nothing.
You will hit no matter what. How are you hitting him, though? Because you don't technically have a weapon. You have an illusion of a weapon.
I go to punt him.
Okay, yeah. He's on the ground, so you auto hit him.
Does he still have does he have his fingers in this form?
Yeah, he would have illusory fingers.
Yes.
Unless he didn't put them on. Go ahead and punch Junior, please, Olmar. It's just whatever your what's your strength modifier?
Just +4.
So you take 2 more damage from a punch, Junior. One that seems to come oddly late. Go ahead, Junior. It's your turn again.
I think the stab wounds would subdue me, but like I wouldn't even like acknowledge the guards at this point. I'd just be like hunched over, just like in pain.
Okay, that's fine.
I think because it's either that or I keep swinging. So
One of the
Thinking.
guards then is going to kind of come to and look around. Where is Olmar? Where is he? And you can see the war warden kind of peeking through now, saying, he's disguised as one of you fools. Which one is he?
That's not fair, but okay.
Well, there's 6 guards standing in a room that there were 5 in, and Olmar is gone. Magic
Well,
exists in the realm.
I
I'm pretty
didn't
sure they
know-
can figure it out.
I didn't know the warden was standing at the door. I thought I could just slip by and get out.
we all know you wanted to abandon me.
I didn't want to abandon you. You just kept getting me hurt. I wanted
Olmar,
to get
you
out.
have an opportunity to do something now.
Is Junior gonna keep fighting? Because if so, I'll
Junior
try
seems
and
to be subdued on the ground.
subdued on the ground. Okay.
For now.
He's quelled over in pain.
For now, I'm just gonna kind of surrender.
Yeah, you can drop your disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
as you drop the disguise, you can see the guards. They kind of like they're looking around at each other, like oh, and they point the sword and shield. I'm like, as they kind of jump scared as the person behind them. And you can see the war warden is kind of like, "Are you finished yet, or do we need to kill you now?" Or I mean, if you would like, we can keep you on a cell above ground instead.
I feel like it would be better to get above ground so we're not underground.
I would agree with that as well. I think spending your days in a cell and living them all out is significantly better than getting beaten to death in this dark damn dungeon down here.
Yes.
Yes, I'm glad that we agree with that. Then do me a favor. Whenever you boys are ready, Junior, pick up your mother's head as I asked, and Olmar, collect your fingers from the ground and let us get on. Alright, Olmar is picking up the fingers. Junior, like
I don't know how to pick up a head.
So you got your skull, okay?
Yeah.
And you're gonna want to kind of like just pick it up by your mother's hair, and then you're holding your
I
mother's
can't.
hair.
This is making me
How
numb.
do I pick up a severed head?
You can't just be googling
Like-
that.
Sick
Please
meeting
go
coming up on
on.
Monday.
Please at least do that in incognito mode.
Junior? Yes, you're picking it up?
Yeah.
As you bend over to pick it up, you can see her necklace that she used to wear is on the ground next to it. Would you like to grab that as well?
Yeah, as discreetly as possible.
Yeah, that's totally fine. You're able to grab it and pick it up. And he opens the door back up and he says, "Please, gentlemen, let's go." As the guards once again grab her body, and they start to make their way out. Let's go back to Esprit first. Esprit, you're able to make your way to town center where you can see there are gallows set up in front of the fountain, and just masses of people have already gathered. I mean, they are riled up. They are angry. There's tomato vendors saying to come get your fresh tomatoes.
Of course. Yeah, I believe I was gonna try and make my way up to an upper room in a bar.
Yeah, you're able to make your way into an inn. And I would say make your way upstairs, and the bartender kind of talks to the other bartender, and they, oh, okay, that's fine, go on ahead. And you're able to kind of make your way up there pretty comfortably. Here's what I will say you notice. Give me a perception check.
15.
15. You do notice, as everything, everyone's kind of coming into town, is Dia and an owl on her shoulder approaching their way from one of the 4 crossroad paths into town center as well.
Okay. Can I try and wave them down?
I would say you could open the window and try and yell their name and get their attention.
How many people are around?
At least a couple thousand.
At least a couple thousand. Okay.
Yeah, Dia and Caelrin, as you're kind of walking in, doing your best to kind of like blend in with the crowd and not really stand out, you are able to hear. Go ahead. What do you say, Esprit?
I'll go. Owl! Hoot hoot!
There you go. You hear owl hoot hoot, and you can look over. And Esprit, what does it look like as you're hanging out the window?
I'd say I have the window open and I'm trying to make direct eye contact with them, but like nothing, no part of my body is out of the window though. I'm
Okay.
like kind of,
And there's no
yeah,
arm
I'm not like
raising or
that. I'm
anything?
like, you know,
Okay.
enough
that's fine.
behind the window where like it's direct. I'm looking directly at them and trying not
Okay.
to see other people.
Yeah, that's fine. Dia and Caelrin, you can give a perception check to see if you can identify who yelled "owl hoot hoot." I will say
Nice.
you
I
recognize
got
it to be.
I got a nat 1.
Okay, you recognize. Well, Caelrin, you're like, what the hell was that? You don't
I'm
know
not.
who said it or anything.
Yeah, okay.
Dia, what did you roll?
She got a 9.
9.
You recognize it to be Esprit. That's about it.
I probably wouldn't think to look up. I'd just like look around and be like, and keep going.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, if that's what you see.
Yeah, that's what I see. Damn. I don't know if I want to draw any more attention to myself. I think I'm gonna let them go. I tried.
Hoot toot.
God damn it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there they go.
I really don't know what to do in the meantime here, and I was looking at a few different options.
Okay.
They're all too crazy.
Okay,
So
no
I
problem.
think, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do something passive.
fine.
So the first thing I want to do is I want to ask you, Mr. DM, if I look through the King's Journal, can I identify any links to my father?
Let me double check real quick.
Yeah.
There are plenty of connections, I would say, to the city itself, to your father directly. I would say the entry that's talking about the attack, and the people themselves sound like things that your father potentially would have talked about during his research. It's known the people of the forest, and especially since he went out into the forest to do his investigation.
Okay, understood. So nothing too crazy there, but I'd say I looked through it again and had my dad in mind when I did. I guess in the meantime, I'll go ahead and concoct an experimental elixir.
Yeah, please go ahead. Caelrin and Dia, what are you guys getting up to?
What is the like? Can we see like the trial grounds or anything like that where we're at? Like, what does that look
You
like?
can see the gallows up and by like the main center of the fountain, and that's.
And when you say gallows, is
that's
that like just where they're gonna hang from?
Yeah, gallows is where you hang people from.
Got it.
Yes. You can see a total of, let me count it just to make sure I'm correct, 6 different ropes.
I'm trying to think. Like all of the ideas I have are just like basically suicidal.
Yeah. I feel like I would just look and see if there's any way to see the grouping of prisoners. I feel like the whole reason I would even be there is to check and see if the people who I actually knew more, like Olmar and Junior, were even there. That's all I'm kind of looking for right now.
Is there anything you guys want to do, or do you want me to walk the rest of everyone else out now to the gallows?
I kind of
Like
just
I
want
don't
to see
think
who was there,
I don't
I
think
guess.
there is a world where if I summon an aerial beast, they could like pick someone up from this. Is that possible?
I would agree that it's probably not possible. Then we're gonna go back to Junior and Olmar. As they kind of guide you out of the stone dungeon, they kind of walk on a zigzag path, and up into a courtyard of the prison. And you guys make your way over. It's a very silent walk, I would say. He doesn't really say anything. And he takes you over to a caged group of dogs. And he kind of points at you guys and he's like, well, my dogs are quite hungry. I feel like this would be a great use of all the excess flesh that we've gathered from our fun night together. Could you please indulge me and drop this off here for them?
We're feeding Junior's mom's head and my fingers
And
to
her
the
body. To the
and her body. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you
Cool,
can see
I
the
gotta-
guards first kind of like take the body and they like kind of roll it over the fence and into the pit with them. As the war warden kind of looks at it and he's like, please, after you, gentlemen. That way we can keep moving. There's much to do. We don't want to keep everyone waiting.
Yeah, I toss all my fingers.
Okay. Junior?
I just stare at the warden.
Yeah, and he'll look back at you and he'll kind of Junior, is there a problem? I think I have a few guards around that could come and help you with this if you would like. I that seemed to be pretty helpful previously. As you notice when you look around, there are a lot of guards that are like pretty lined up and ready to go. I would say at least 50 of them.
I just toss him the head.
You toss the warden the head?
Yup.
Yeah, I will say he won't really catch it. He'll kind of just let it fall to the ground and he'll kind of look at it and it's a damn shame. As he kind of grabs it and he kind of pulls it up and he looks at it and, you know, it feels so unnecessary now that we're standing here. That she really didn't have to die. But I guess all we can do is learn from the mistakes that we've already made. As he tosses it up and over and in. And come, we have a little more walking to do and some friends I'm sure that you know that you'll need to catch up with. And they continue to walk you, and out from the jail itself, you can see walking out with some guards are Gloria and then Darlene pushing Charles along. Anything you guys want to do or say?
No, I got nothing.
They line you guys all up together, and then the guards, you can see all the 50 of them that were there before, kind of kind of put themselves in a barrier around you guys. And the war warden goes up to the front and he turns and he speaks to the guards for a moment of, gentlemen, there is going to be a lot of tension out there in the crowd today. Please hold strong. Do not let any injury come to any of these men in the line here. I know that they are prisoners. I know they've done bad things. Know that they will be punished, but allow them to be punished justly by the gods in front of everyone. And with that, he kind of turns and he leads his way out into the street. And you guys kind of march your way essentially through town as the guards kind of force their way in through to make a path. And you walk your way towards town center of the entire time, boos, screaming, yelling, cussing at you. Things being thrown at you guys as you kind of make your way through town. But eventually you make your way to the gallows.
But can I...
Go ahead.
Is there like a building that's like close to where they're...
I would say along the southern road would be the closest building, but not really, no. I mean, and then they're pretty well guarded, I would say.
Okay.
This would be...
So I couldn't like sneak into a building and like cast spells, or like...
You could potentially, but you would have to sneak through people's businesses and such to make it to essentially their living quarters to make it upstairs.
What if I like? Could I just like fly? Like, could I just fly up there without them noticing?
Just fly as an owl? I mean, of course you could fly somewhere without them noticing. Yes.
Well, my concern is that the guards would see me.
I mean, I don't think they'd have a problem with seeing an owl.
Yeah, can I fly up to like a living quarters of some sort? Right?
Sure. I'm sure that there's someone that has a window open along a southern road that you could open your window and kind of look down upon them as they kind of march their way through the center of the street.
Okay.
Cameron, how would you feel about me making a bomb? I don't have a mechanism.
Only we know what got us in here. We know what can get us out. Let me finish
There's not
with
many
the
issues that
thing,
can't be solved with a couple well-placed explosives.
and then go from there.
Oh, well placed explosives.
Whew. Oh, that's funny, man. How quickly are you wanting to? Are you saying you're gonna put this journal down and say, let's make a bomb right now? Or how much preparation time is going into making this bomb? Is what my question is.
I have a thought.
Okay,
I have a spell
the Unabomber.
called Catapult.
Okay,
I can launch something.
okay, hang on. Let me
I
look.
can launch
Catapult.
myself.
You can. Holy cow.
I can launch myself and disguise
Hang
myself.
on. Let me read
What
this
is
real
that?
quick.
I have that spell.
Okay,
I can
and you
create
want
a
to do that
ward
and then
for one
make
person.
a bomb at the same time.
I could disguise myself and catapult myself in, but I don't have any way to like obscure whatever I do in fog or anything. So that doesn't really work. I was thinking maybe I don't have enough time, but like to make a bag of holding and then place both of them in the bag of holding and then run away. That doesn't really make sense. And I don't have time to make it because I need a long rest. So
Okay.
you know, none of it really makes sense. I have pieces. I think the solution is if we were all together,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Elixir of flight, maybe, but it's only 10 feet per turn. It's not much at
I mean,
all.
you could use it to do something, but it's not really a bomb. I don't know about this whole bomb thing in
I don't-
5
yeah.
minutes.
It's
How about
like-
this? I would say you could, but I would need you to you would have to just straight roll it. I couldn't guarantee that you would make anything that would even work that well, but I could come to something like that if you really want to go that direction.
So
Okay.
yeah, let's just make a bomb and let's just hold on to it and see what happens, huh?
Okay. Do you want to roll for bomb now or roll
I'll roll
later?
for bomb. No, I'm gonna do it now.
You're rolling for bomb now.
Roll
Okay.
I'm rolling for bomb now.
Roll for bomb!
Here's what I'm gonna say. We can roll, but I don't think your character will know how good the bomb is until it goes off. I
Okay.
think that's a fair statement, but I'll
I
give
think
you just a straight up roll. I'll
Can
even
my
say
character get a gut check on how, you know, if it came out well or not?
I'll give you. How about this? I'll roll the bomb. I'll give you. What, do you think? Would you like? I think intelligence would be a proper modifier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go intelligence modifier bomb make. Straight roll, and then I'll give you I'll give you a range of how the character feels about it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Rolling for bombs.
That'd be an 8, sir.
Um.
How am I feeling?
Esprit is really confident in the bomb.
Oh gosh darn it, dude. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Cameron, do you think there's a world that I could like summon like a bull or a bear or something that would like cause mass panic in the crowd?
I would say you could summon a bear spirit in the crowd, yes.
Uh-huh.
I would say you could just say go to town on random people in the crowd, sure.
Well, I don't want to like go
I-
to. I don't want to like just kill random people in the crowd though. Like, do you think they would panic at the sight of seeing that?
Would they panic at the
Yeah.
sight of a spirit bear teleporting into the middle of the city? Yes.
Ah,
Yes, they would.
precisely what I wanted. Yeah. So can I summon a bear with summon beast, and then also summon another bear spirit with my spirit totem, like both in slightly different
Okay,
areas?
Hang on. I gotta look at what the hell the bear totem one does.
I want them to be in like separate areas, but also close enough so that so that the people that are in the being brought out can get the buffs from the totem.
Okay,
If
sounds
that
good.
makes sense.
Yeah, we'll go for it. Okay, so tell me what it looks like when you summon these two spirits.
I'm thinking one like kind of in the center, or like one like maybe 10 feet in front of the prisoners, and then one like 10 feet behind the prisoners.
Okay, that's fine. And yeah, what does it look like? What do these bear spirits look like?
Scary grizzly bears. I don't, I don't know what you
Give
want.
me. I'm trying to say when you cast this,
Uh-huh.
this magical, this bear spirit is what appears. What does the bear spirit look like?
I'm thinking like these are like I'm trying to make them scary, so I'm gonna make them like red and have like long teeth and sharp claws.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do off the bat.
Okay.
Are the bears attacking anybody?
I'm gonna say not immediately. I want to wait and see what happens.
Okay, they're not attacking anybody.
15 seconds. They might start doing some stuff.
Okay. Which one? So one of them you summon a beast, and the other one is just the spirit. Which one is where? Is the spirit in the back or the front?
I'm gonna say the spirit is in the back and the beast is in the front.
Okay. When the spirits are summoned, you hear the war warden, and he's kind of like, "Stand guard! Stand guard! Protect the prisoners!" As the people most certainly instantly panic and screams go out as they start to try and scatter. And the guards in the front, they prepare and they start trying to attack both the bears in the front and the back. The people are freaking out, but they're just like, they're sprinting away.
You don't think anyone sprints like towards the guards?
Most certainly, I would say people are sprinting to try and hide behind the guards. And there's certainly some getting knocked around, but this is 50 guards that are like ready to try and stop a riot, and their job is to try and stand guard. So yes, people are panicking. I wouldn't say a riot is starting, but
do I get another action yet, or
no, they get to go first. The spell you cast this at 2nd level, so it has an AC of 13. So I'm gonna do this. Oh Jesus. Okay. All 4 of the guards managed to hit. It has 30 HP, and it takes 16 damage from 4 guards.
well,
swinging at it.
from my spirit, it also has 10 HP and also has advantage on.
Ah, you're right. Okay, so what does it change to?
It gets an extra 9 temp HP and it has advantage on strength checks and saves.
Okay, that's fine. So it takes 16 damage.
Okay.
Which will first obviously take the temp damage, the temp health, and then strike.
Got it.
Dia, you are down on the floor and you're able to see this, as well as obviously Junior and Olmar. You see these bear spirits essentially summon right on top of you guys.
On top of us.
And
okay.
not on top of you, yeah, on top of Junior and Olmar, as they're on each side of the line. And you can see when it happens, the guards, they kind of like brush up against you and kind of like hook an arm around you with their shield like out into the crowd, just standing there to like try and protect you. Are you guys trying to do anything?
No, I'm kind of at the mercy of the DM's imagination.
Okay.
I think I know this is Caelrin at this point because I don't think he whispered in my ear, "Hey, Dia, I'm gonna summon a bear right now." So I think I'd be a little freaked out.
There was no time
Dia,
for
you're
that.
also just like you're terrified of 2 bears that just got summoned in the center of town.
Like, what the actual hell is happening?
That's fine.
What am I
You can
seeing
try and sprint away too.
From where I'm at, Cameron.
From off in the distance, everything's kind of normal, and then all of a sudden, like screaming is what you hear off in the distance. So you can kind of see down the road away. It would probably be like, I would say you're in the northwest kind of corner, building-ish, and they're down on the southern road. And so you can kind of just like look out in the distance, and you can see like you can see very clearly this line of guards. And then just people screaming and like fleeing essentially from the guards. At least 300 feet away from you.
Are you really gonna limit my catapult?
You want to try and catapult the bomb into the guards right now?
Yeah.
Let me think about how I could make the catapult work real quick.
Wait, it's physics, Cameron. I'm in the top level.
Okay,
Somebody
hang
pull
on
out the
a second.
kinematic equations.
It goes 90 feet in 6 seconds, which is how far? That's 90 divided by 6. Okay, that's 15 feet per second, and then how? You're on the second story of a building. I'll even give you third story. I'll give you third story of the building. Okay? Which would put you, we'll call it 45 feet in the air. Okay, 45 feet in the air, and then how long would an object fall at normal gravity's pace from 45 feet in the air?
45 divided by...
That's
Wait, what's the
32.2
horizontal
feet per
velocity?
second.
What's the horizontal?
Okay, so
velocity?
that's one extra second. At least
What's
it's
the
1.5 extra
horizontal
seconds. So that's that means that you're gonna get an extra 20 feet out of it. About.
Wait, hold on. I'm doing some math here. It's gonna
So
fall
you're
to
gonna
the
get-
ground.
you're gonna
I
get
get an additional
110 feet of
1.4
range.
seconds out of it.
Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much what I said. You're gonna get an additional about 20 feet in distance out of it. So you can
Okay.
throw it 110 feet instead.
That's enough,
Now
right?
110. I said 300.
said
Now
100.
what you could do, Esprit, is you could just bomb the civilians and start a riot. If you want to be fair. I don't like the
What's
idea
around?
either, if I'm gonna be honest.
My god, I just had a psychotic idea. What if I
Drinker
made
gains
myself
fly
the
speed
king
of 10 feet for
20 minutes
You
ago.
made yourself the king.
and tried to convince people that I wasn't dead and that the army turned on me?
Bro is.
And that is all staged.
I want to give you one other option as well. You could make a flight potion, drink the flight potion, and then cast Longstrider and fly as quickly as possible at 20 feet a second, and then throw it when you get within range.
I love this thought, and I did equip Longstrider for a reason. But I don't know if I've made flight potion. Because it's
I
experimental.
will allow it to say that you've made a flight potion.
We're so back.
Like,
And I'm really confident on this bomb.
you're confident in this bomb. You're confident that it might be the best bomb that's ever been made. There couldn't be anything more that you asked of the bomb. Okay?
I'm gonna disguise myself as the king.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly over all of them.
Yes, unrest. Blame it all on the warden.
And I'm gonna tell all of that crowd that I died in a coup attempt from the Roman soldiers.
That you died, but then they're gonna be
Wait, you can
confused
tell
because
them
you're
you
there.
died?
I'm gonna make myself look like a floating ghost.
Oh,
In
could you
fact,
put
I'll put the light behind me too. Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead.
Who are you blaming for this coup?
You gotta see Fromage gave you a chance to say.
It's
this
fine.
and stuff.
Here we go. We're doing this. It's just gotta happen. This is a
This is
6-second decision that we've
And I'm
taken
gonna
way
keep
too
the
long
bomb
on.
on me just in case.
He's gonna blow. The king's gonna suicide bomb himself. to try and make things right.
I may be
From
facing
beyond-
down like this over all the people, but at
Yeah,
the back
you-
of my trousers, like where my butt is, I got a bomb back there. Easy reach. They're not gonna see all that juice from the ground, though.
Okay. Go ahead and I guess cast disguise self, and then
And then I'm gonna cast Fairy
Then-
Fire as well
Okay, on who?
on myself. I'm gonna make myself glow.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can do that, and then
I hope you get a nat 20 on persuasion.
and then drink the flight potion and cast Disguise Self.
Okay, I've done so.
Disguise Self, free use Fairy Fire, drinking the potion. Dude, the bartender next to you is like, what in God's name is happening? Okay,
This
get
is all
out there,
in.
Chief. Go for it.
I start floating over them. I wait for someone to notice me.
Okay. Okay. There, I would say yes.
As my shadow kind of overcasts people.
You're
Yeah,
glowing
people are
with
pointing up,
shadow.
They're like, look, what's that up there? What? Look at that.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
My dear citizens, my dear beloved citizens, I died last night in deep vein. The ambition of the great commanders of this empire and their rates has caused them to throw a coup. An explosion was cast on the mountainside, and I plunged into the water. I met Fromage myself, and she gave me one last chance to describe my fate and preserve my legacy. Take up arms, dear citizens, and fight for your freedom. Nay, fight for your king. A war, a punitive war against the death of myself and my beloved family. Will you fight, men?
Okay. Roll for persuasion with advantage.
I want a nat 20 so bad.
I got a 14. I'm gonna
Okay,
try and
that's
push
with
it over
advantage?
right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire one more time.
Okay.
And I'm gonna create, instead of one big light, 4 lights, smaller, that like emanate out from me.
Okay. Wow, I gotta think about what this is.
I'm repeating that message as I keep flying.
Okay. Where are you going to a destination?
I'm flying in the direction of where the gallows are because I want
Okay,
to
to the
try and
center of the
capture the
gallows.
crowd, you know?
Okay, that's fine. Here's what's gonna happen, Matt. You are going to start to rile the crowd up as you are flying. Okay? And you can see people are starting to kind of like, yeah, hey, you, what? They killed the king. They wanted to take our city. And as that's happening, he come in front of you at the gallows. A woman stand up. And she kind of looks at you at first curious, and she sees the crowd getting riled up. And she speaks out and says, I'm tired of this foolishness. Be done with this treachery. This trickery. And she shoots her arm out, and a red guiding bolt comes flying out at you. Holy cow, she rolled a nat 20.
Oh no.
This is like good for Esprit.
This is really bad for Esprit.
Espert's gonna get the bomb ignited on his back and be blown to smithereens.
Wow, this is really, really bad for Esprit, because some of the characters will know who the I would say Esprit, you might even recognize this to be Viviana, who just stood up and casted a red guiding bolt at you. It's 9d6 for a 5th level guiding bolt that crits. So, what's the number we gotta get under?
I'll just roll it first and I'll tell you.
Okay, no problem. 24.
I am incapacitated. My hit points are 22.
Oh no. Okay then. A red bolt of radiant energy just tears through the sky as it hits you, and instantly, in one fell swoop, you gasp for air as it hits you, and you find yourself falling now. I think I said it was 45 feet out of the air.
Oh no!
Which is also
Esprit's
really
dead.
So
There's still the
Esprit
light.
is falling out of the sky.
And the bomb.
Well, here's the good thing. While you land on the bomb luckily doesn't go off. I'll tell you now, it does break because you rolled a nat 1 on the bomb. So it was, you were confident in it, but the bomb was horrendous. So I'm glad that we didn't go that route.
Me too.
But we're here now. So here's the problem. You are gonna fall out of the sky, and 45 feet is going to do damage, which means that you're going to instant take 1 death to your death
Death fail.
saves too. Wow, I didn't think that Esprit would potentially be dying today, but Dia and Caelrin, you guys see from where you guys are at while you're doing your thing, and I would say Olmar and Junior as well. I wouldn't say you see it at first, but you hear the, like, done with this, and as she says the word trickery, the word, like, booms through all of the centralized area as this red bolt flies out, and you see it hit what looks like the king, and then turns to Esprit as Esprit falls to the ground out of 45 feet in the air. He kind of got struck down. Esprit is going to die potentially if someone doesn't get there and try and save him.
Sprint after him then.
Dia, what is your speed?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Okay, and we said how far is Esprit? We said he's like 200 feet. I'm gonna say because you sprinted away when the panic started for 2 rounds, that's 60 feet covered. And then that leaves us now with 3 more rounds of saving. Okay? Go ahead and give me another roll. Death save, please, Esprit. Please don't tell us the result. Just mark it down privately. The bear in front of the pack disappears and a big fog cloud erupts. Is it centered on the guards or the prisoners, or where is it at?
I'm centering it on the prisoners, I think.
Okay, that's fine. So I would say you can center it on the prisoners. And in the process of that, a lot of people are kind of running around still panicking. And they're just trying to get away from the bear spirit still, and they're kind of knocking a lot of the guards around. Olmar and Junior, there's just a huge fog that kind of comes over all of you guys, and it's very difficult to see anything. But you can still feel both your arms are kind of linked around guards next to you. Would you guys like to do anything?
So there's 2 on us on each side.
Yeah, you have one
or
on each arm that's
one on
grabbing
each
to your
side?
arms. Yeah.
Junior, you doing anything?
So I'm wondering, based off of now what Cameron has said, do we just try and slip out of the guards that are like holding our 2 arms and then just like beeline it for the masses to get out?
That's what I'm currently thinking, because clearly they put in all of this effort to try and save us. And the guy that was flying around, that Esprit fella, has come crashing down to the ground.
Yeah, we could try and
There was
beeline
this
it to him.
random
And
bear spirit that appeared and was like kind of messing with the soldiers and stuff. The crowd is going wild. DM check here. There's only like 4 people around us.
Here's what I'm gonna say. If you wanted to try and break away, now would be the time. I would say Junior could potentially rage being in the back and throw guards off.
I think we try and break out. I think there's enough chaos, plus with the fog, there's enough confusion going on. We've got a decent shot if I stop rolling nat
Okay.
ones.
So I cast Entangle, and that should cover the people around Junior and I.
Well, should
And
I
then-
rage first and see how many guards I kind of like shimmy around us and see if that loosens them up for you so you don't have to cast to get out immediately?
You rage first.
Okay.
And then I will
Caelrin?
follow your lead after that.
Okay.
Go for it, rage, and then roll your d8.
Yeah. Raging, rolling a d8. Hey, I got a 5 again.
Okay, that's one of the ones that's not really going to help you guys, unfortunately. What you might want to do instead is just try and shove the guards both directions on a strength check.
I'll do that. I do advantage for that, right?
Correct, you do have advantage for that.
That's a 14, so that's a 19 for the first one, and a nat 20 for the second.
Okay then, yeah, I would say you are able to rage and then throw the guards around you and off of Olmar as well.
Sick.
And
Okay.
He was
I would
able
say
to
you
throw
have like,
the guards off of me.
yeah, he threw his guards so
Yeah.
hard that they threw them off of you as well, Olmar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say you have a window to try and go now if you're gonna go.
Yeah, I say we
Alright.
boogie it. Before the fog set in, was the exit to our left or to our right? Like, what direction was the exit?
It was behind you.
Okay, so I say we boogie behind us.
So there's those two guards on the left-hand side that are closing in on Junior and I.
They're trying to hold the riot out, and there's a little gap between where they're distracted, some are distracted by a bear, and some are distracted by the riots that are happening, and you can kind of try and slip through there.
I'd like to use the Zephyr Strike and try and get out of there as fast as possible.
That's totally fine. Yeah, you are able to clear out of there, quite smoothly as you both, I would say, take off into the crowd. As you sprint out and you kind of make it through the gap and you're into the riot, you can hear from behind you one of the guards yell, "The prisoners are running! Kill them all!" And you are able to sprint into the crowd. Let's go to Esprit real quick.
Yes, please.
Esprit, you find yourself flying through the air, giving your grand speech, feeling like you're really persuading everyone, and then you kind of look up and you see this bolt cast at you. As it comes and it lands right in your chest, and it takes all the wind out of your lungs, and you plummet down to the ground. And as you that's the last thing that you remember, and you feel a sense of peace for a moment, as you kind of hear in the quiet a voice speak to you, and it says, "Ah, my brave scientist, trying to do good in the world that's done so much evil to him."
Was it all a dream?
It's hard to say anymore, even for myself, the difference between the days, the nights, this cycle and that, alive, awake, paying attention or not. You've done so much for me throughout all of this service, tried so hard, and I've never thanked you for it. And we come to this crossroads once again, where I must ask you one more time to do it all over again, to find the courage deep within yourself to try and save us all.
You seem to know me.
Yes, I have known not just you, I have known Junior, Olmar, Caelrin, Dia, all of you, many times over. I have known many of your allies and your friends that you have brought along, the different people that you have chosen to work with. But always different. Always a new solution, a new creative way, but always the same ambition. I do not know what you were going to do this time. I wish I could help you. But all I can do is present the path. It is only for you to walk along.
You seem so certain of what our ambition should be.
It is the same ambition that every animal truly carries, the good versus the bad, the light versus the dark. You may not see all the puzzle pieces and how they play together quite yet, but I can assure you that they will slowly put themselves together one by one, and maybe you'll be able to zoom out far enough to see what the image truly is. I do not fear for that. I I know that you will find it in your own time. But I will say this. You've carried a darkness amongst yourself that many times over you haven't carried before. And we need you now more than ever to find your way out of the darkness. Begin walking your path down the light. And as you hear that, Dia, what are you doing? Are you casting Lay on Hands? Even 1 point of health will bring him back to life because he's unconscious.
Let's go 5.
Alright, and as she says that, the motherly voice, you feel yourself kind of, and you see yourself laying in Dia's arms as she's brought you back to life.
Wait, who are you?
It's okay. It's okay. Just stay calm.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah?
I can't feel my legs.
I think I would feel bad and give him one more from that.
Okay, no problem. Good. One more point of healing comes your way.
Yay,
As
okay,
you
there
feel
we go.
kind of like, when you say that, you feel like a warmth kind of come over you. If you're like, oh, okay. From one more point of healing.
I just I tilt my head back and close my eyes.
And pass out, or you're just enjoying it for a moment?
I'm just trying to still come to a little bit.
I think I'm gonna hurry him to get up and just be like, come on, let's go.
You're more than
And
welcome to just pick him up and start trying to like hobble
Oh
him
yeah,
out of
I'm
there
gonna
as you
drag
go.
him.
That's fine. So then,
definitely
yeah,
wanna drag him, but I'm not gonna like yell at him for it. I'm just
as
gonna
you
be like,
try
"All right, let's-"
and figure out where you are in the world, Esprit, you can feel yourself being pulled to your feet and kind of dragged along by Dia out of the crowd. Olmar and Junior, you ditch your way into the crowd, and where are we going?
Yep, that's me. Away from the guards.
Guards.
That's where I'm going.
It's fine. Any particular direction you're trying to go? Into a house, south down the street, go north,
Yeah, I was
the
gonna go
town
down the
center?
street.
South or north? You can go south, back where you guys came from, or you can go north into the town center.
I'm going west. Give me.
You're gonna go. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Then yeah, Caelrin, I would say give me a perception check. Junior, are you going with Olmar, just west, or are you splitting?
I got a 9.
That's fine.
I think I'll go with him because I'm not excited about heading towards the gallows. I feel like there's more guards that way.
You're gonna go with him or away, because he's heading first north and then west, so towards the gallows and then west away from it.
I'm also fucking booking it. I'm at 60 feet walking, but I'm hustling.
Oh, because you have Zephyr Strike. So are you separating yourself on your own from him?
I'm gonna go as fast as I can away from these guards.
That's fine. By the way, there's also, when it's your turn, you can do a move called Sprint, which means you go twice as fast as whatever your speed is.
Perfect. Yeah.
You would actually be going like 120 feet a second. So that's fine. Yeah, you're able to sprint away. So yeah, Junior, you kind of are grabbing him and you're pulling him out, and as soon as you get out from the guards, he just sprints off much faster than you can go. What are you doing, Junior?
Okay, yeah, I'll head off in that direction as well. And
You're gonna try and follow him?
yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth check, Junior.
Uh-oh.
And Caelrin, you can't really notice anything. It's hard to tell with all the fog.
Okay, I can't see what's happening. Got it.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
You
stealth.
are able to sneak your way much more like slowly but quietly, or I should say, kind of ducking between heads. The guards don't notice you as you were able to go north, but I would say by that point you can't really tell where Olmar went. So you've gone north. Where are you trying to head? You're kind of in the town square center right now.
Let's see. I'm clearly wanted now.
Clearly.
So
Now?
I'm gonna head towards the slums because that's where I grew up. Yes, I'm gonna keep going
That's fine.
north.
Okay, yeah, then you're able to go north and make your way out of the city center that way. Caelrin, how long do you stay behind? You see
Panic.
your bear spirit kind of disappears in the rioting. You can see people are kind of slamming in and out now that they heard the, kill the prisoners. People are angry, trying to figure out what's happening, and they can't really tell what's happening.
I'm thinking
So there's
a couple
definitely rioting
minutes.
happening.
I probably am trying to become a bird and try and get to wherever Esprit fell if I can.
Then yeah, you are most certainly able to. You're able to turn back into a bird, and when you do, the fog dissipates, and you can see, when you look down, that Olmar and Junior aren't there anymore. But as well, you can see Darlene, Charles, and Gloria have all been killed. They've been stabbed to death very clearly by the guards. And you're able to fly away. And we'll end tonight's session there.